Hey guys, Jimmy Vercellino here, mortgage loan originator specializing in VA loans, Marine Corps veteran. Don't hold that against me, by the way. Today, I want you, I always feel like Uncle Sam when I say that, but I want you to understand your VA home loan benefit. Here's the deal. I don't feel like the military does a good job teaching this stuff. Good to go? Secondly, I don't feel like the Department of Veterans Affairs really advertises it. Third, mortgage loan originators, I know this sounds scary, but mortgage loan originators don't understand it. So how in the world can we expect you, the veterans and active duty service members who are able to take advantage of this benefit, to understand it? And it's like you don't, and that's why I am here to help you lock on your VA home loan benefit. Good to go? So I just want you to have a general understanding of how it works, so that way when the time comes that you're ready to go out there, utilize this benefit, you'll know exactly what to expect, because Jimmy Vercellino gave you the intel, right? And you were able to take advantage of it, and you were able to build some wealth through the acquisition of real estate, utilizing your VA loans. If you have questions on how this stuff works, drop a comment down below. I'll make sure to get it answered for you. So the first thing that I want veterans and active duty service members to know about the VA home loan benefit is simply this: the VA does not lend the money. Good to go? All they do is just guarantee the loan by 25%. So the lender is lending you, the veteran or active duty service member, the money. And all the VA does is they say, you know that loan that you just made, that veteran, Mr. Lender? Lender says, yeah, right? Well, what ends up happening is they guarantee the loan by 25% in the event of default. So it's kind of like the veteran is putting down 25% on the loan, even though they're really not, because they've got that 25% guarantee. So as the lender, lenders like making VA loans because they have a guarantee on their investment in case anything happens where the veteran goes into default. Good to go? So that's a little bit about how the VA home loan works from that perspective. Now you, as the veteran, need to go to the lender to get pre-qualified from an income and credit perspective to utilize your VA home loan benefit. You following me along so far? So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to apply with a mortgage loan originator or lender, somebody like myself who has a deep understanding of VA loans. This is very important. You don't want to let just anybody touch your VA loan. Good to go? But you want to apply for a VA loan with them. So what's going to happen? You submit an application. You're going to provide them with all of the necessary income and credit documents that they ask you for. Once they get all of that back from you, they will essentially let you know exactly how much you qualify for. If for some reason you don't qualify, they should let you know that too. And most importantly, they should give you kind of a path or direction on how to go about purchasing a home in the future. If you do qualify, which is what we're all hoping for, right? They will let you know what estimated monthly payments will be based off of a specific purchase price. So before, theoretically, you go out and start shopping for a home, you'll know that for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 purchase price, you should know in advance what the monthly payments will be, so that way you could budget appropriately with your family. Now let's talk a little bit about the VA home loan itself and how it works, kind of what are the features involved. So the first thing that I want you to know is that the VA loan is 100% financed. Why is that a big deal? Because if you compare VA loans to conventional, which in most cases they require as little as 3% down, 5% down, or you can really put as much money as you want down, but conventional loans do require a down payment. The same thing with FHA, roughly 3.5% down. So VA loans, for the most part, are the only, did I say only, right? Only 100% financing loan that's available on the marketplace today that a veteran can purchase a home up to any purchase price they would like with no money down. Now wait a second. Jimmy, did you just say what I think you just said? Did you just say that I could buy a home with no money down up to any purchase price I'd like? That's exactly what I said. All right, assuming of course that you qualify by way of income and credit and the lender's willing to make you that loan. But here's the cool thing about VA loans: regardless of purchase price, okay, the veteran may be able to purchase a home with no money down. So the veteran wants to buy a $1 million home, $2 million home, $3 million home with no money down, and it's like, yeah, I checked the boxes on credit score and income, go for it. In 2020, there was a law passed by the Trump administration called the Vietnam Veteran Blue Water Initiative Act, and inside of this law, it basically lifted the caps on on VA loans, allowing veterans to purchase homes in excess of the conforming loan limits with no money down. Keep it in mind one more time, you gotta qualify by way of income and credit. So why else is the VA advantageous for veterans and active duty service members to use? Well, because it has no PMI, private mortgage insurance. Why is that a big deal? Because it saves you money in unnecessary fees and expenses, and you have a lower payment as a result. I have a video and I'll make a link for it in the description to this video. Basically what I did is I compared VA loans to FHA and conventional, and guess who came out on top? Surprise, surprise, right? VA to the tune of approximately $175 a month cheaper to use a VA loan compared to an FHA loan. And lastly, about $75 a month, I almost said more expensive, sorry, less expensive to use a VA loan compared to a conventional. So people like Dave Ramsey, and by the way, I love Dave Ramsey. I think he's fantastic. I think he's helped out a lot of Americans, right? But that doesn't mean that I have to agree with Dave on everything. Dave Ramsey will tell people, you can look up these videos for yourself. Hey, you should use a conventional loan because it's like they have lower fees. And
you hate VA loans so much, and also what your best advice is to me?
Hate might be a strong term, but number one, the VA loans are more expensive with fees and interest rate than any of the big three, FHA, VA, or conventional.
Who told you that, right? VA loans save veterans money in the form of interest rate and monthly payment, which is exactly why I want you to consider using your VA home loan benefit. You following me along on that? So I talked a little bit about no money down requirements, right? Now you do have to check eligibility, right? You as a veteran may be eligible for a VA loan, but not pre-qualified. Right? You might be pre-qualified to use a VA loan, but not be eligible. So to be eligible, there's specific requirements that VA has. Generally speaking, it's 2 years of active duty service, right? Or if you're an active duty service member, 90 days of active duty. But there's a particular form, I'll write it down right here. It's called the COE, Certificate of Eligibility. You can get a copy of that by following up with your mortgage loan originator, somebody like myself. We can retrieve it for you, or you can get a copy through your e-benefits portal. Good to go? Now, the reason why we like this form is because it lets us know that you're eligible, but what we have to do next, right? We have to get you pre-qualified by way of income and credit, right? So we talked about 100% finance, and we've talked about no PMI. VA loans save veterans and active duty service members money. I also think it's important for veterans to understand that their VA home loan benefit comes in all different shapes and sizes. Jimmy, how do you mean exactly? Well, you can kind of structure the mortgage to your individual needs, kind of like this jacket, right? This coat. It's fit in the arms, right? It's fit in the shoulders. Hopefully you guys can notice that, right? But basically you can do the same thing with the VA loan, right? You want to structure the loan with a 30-year fixed, right? You can do that, right? You can do a 15-year. All of these neat things with the VA loan to ensure that the monthly payment fits your needs and goals. And that's kind of, how would you say, my job and responsibility as a mortgage loan originator is to ensure that the loan fits by way of monthly payment and the cash to close. Good to go? What I want you to know is that if you have questions on how this stuff works, drop a comment down below. I'll make sure to get it answered for you. As far as I know, this is the only place where veterans can comment on a video, right? Get a question answered for their VA loan to ensure that they understand the benefit. Oh, and I almost forgot. I wrote an ebook on VA loans. If you guys want to get that ebook for free, all you have to do is go to the link below. I'll make it available in the comment section. So that way you can have this wonderful knowledge and utilize your VA home loan benefit moving forward into the future. Talk to you soon.